last October, we found in 11 of the DoD schools, there were 45 of her books in the library. 4 months later, when we redid the audit in January of this year, we found that in 49 of the schools, there were nearly 600 of the books. And that's a 1,200% increase in the number of books in the libraries. If her books are in the libraries, they come with curriculum for students. For sure, they're also in the classrooms as well. Kalisha Wing's books in the libraries within the Pentagon's K-12 schools, they promote discredited public policy like defunding the police. They promote Marxist frames, critical race theory frames, and radical ideologies. Here are just 3 examples of the book. What is white privilege? What is defunding the police? She not only advocates for the defunding of the police, but also in the book is the abolishment of police, and also what is Black Lives Matter. Those are just 3 of the topics of her books. The central question here is whether civilian leadership is subject to the same set of rules regarding those conflicts as military men and women, the rank and file members of the service. If they're not, this raises troubling questions regarding military readiness. The second reason this report is so important is because this is a new position in the Pentagon's K-12 schools, the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Chief. And it touches all aspects of education for 67,000 students of our military men and women, our service members. It touches the hiring decisions, it touches professional development, and curriculum. We've reached out to the Pentagon in 2 ways: for request for comment, and also to produce documents subject to the powerful Federal Freedom of Information Act by filing FOIAs. So in terms of the comments, the Department of Defense early on responded that she was under investigation. They've since gone silent and not responded to whether or not she actually violated policy, including conflict of interest. She could have very well had pre-cleared all of this with the department and gotten approval, but the department refuses to respond on the record. We encourage Congress not only to write oversight letters and ask for clarification, but if the department won't respond, use the power of the congressional subpoena to get answers. Well, the Department of Defense is stonewalling. For example, on the production of our Freedom of Information Act requests, we asked for their vendor spending, their checkbook, and they rejected that, claiming that it's trade secrets. They rejected Kalisha Wing's time cards. We want to know whether or not on military time, she was working her own private consulting business and other businesses. They refused to provide her time cards. They refused to provide records of her conflict of interest documents. And these are the critical and core elements of any investigation. And they won't transparently provide this to us or the American people.